and she boohooed and cried. And it was just like, oh, wow. It was just so emotional.
Yeah.
Well, a few more times of doing that, every single time I was met with just this wave of emotion.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Haley Jones with the Big Orange Business Podcast. And today we are here with the owner, the mastermind, the genius behind BeautiMarx, Stacee Russell. So I'm super excited.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. We always start with some rapid fire. Okay. Is it true, in your experience, that women have a higher pain tolerance than men?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I was thinking, I was like, I bet she has some good insight on this about pain tolerance.
Yes. We see a lot of men cry or tap out way before women do. Honestly.
Really?
Honestly. Full grown men.
That's
crying.
Okay, what's the most pierced area that you've done or that people ask for?
So ears.
Ears.
Yeah, you can do so many things with ears. You could put 40 piercings in there if you wanted.
Really?
Yeah, if you really were dedicated, you know what I mean, and did stacks on top of stacks.
Yeah.
But they're the most fun to curate too.
Yeah.
So.
And then what's like the most common tattoo area?
Forearm.
Is it really?
Yes, forearm. I feel like everybody either wants it right here so they can see it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, up here, but definitely the forearm is the spot.
Yeah. What's like one of the biggest like myths about piercings that you're like, I just want to bust this right now today?
Oh, that's a good one. Myth about piercings. That it's better to pierce with a ring. I would say that's a myth. A lot of people want to get pierced with rings, and it's not always the best choice.
Oh, so what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know what you mean.
An actual ring.
Oh, okay.
If you want a ring in your nose or a ring in your lip.
Versus like a stud, I guess?
Yes,
okay.
Versus like a straight flat back.
Okay.
And sometimes the ring, if it's not appropriately sized, which has to be 2 to 3 sizes bigger, it doesn't heal well. And a lot of people want to get pierced with rings, and they swear they're the best ever, and they're just not always the best.
Why do people think that? Just
because they want them?
Just so they convince themselves.
Yes. I really don't know. Sometimes you'll have somebody who's like, I couldn't heal it with anything, and I threw a ring in there, and it did great.
Yeah.
And that does happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely does happen. I wouldn't say it happens more often than not, though.
Do you see more, like when people are doing matching, like whether it's matching tattoos or like matching piercings, do you see more like families, like sisters? Or do you see, or brother and sister, like mom and dad or whatever? Or do you see more couple like things?
Definitely. I feel like that's like both. Definitely couples.
Okay.
Couples are always a hit. Whether it's with the same person or a new couple or,
I need a tattoo over this and put somebody else's name.
We do get groups of families come in here, and sometimes it's 4 people, sometimes it's more, and those are always sweet and great, but it's not out of the way to have 2 couples come in a day, wanting something matchy, or each other's names, or
okay. Okay, last little rapid fire here. Okay, the name of your business is BeautiMarx, which I think is brilliant. So I'm just curious, did that just come to you, or did you have like a list of 20, 50, or you just knew like this is the name?
So, I actually was driving home from North Carolina after doing some training for permanent cosmetics with my mom.
Okay.
And my mom and I were driving. We had a few hours between us, and we were just driving and tossing out ideas. And at the time, I was a piercer first. So I started piercing first, and then I was trained in permanent cosmetics. And I wanted something that was geared towards both. I didn't want to be just the piercer or just permanent cosmetics. And my mom said, what about BeautiMarx the spot. And I just loved it. And so we condensed it to just BeautiMarx.
Yeah. So smart. I'm like, this is brilliant. It's like Spanx or something. I'm like, this makes so much sense. Anyways, okay. So tell us about BeautiMarx. Like, what all do you offer? What all do you do? What do people know about BeautiMarx?
Okay. So BeautiMarx was started with me and my kid. When she was in high school, we were literally picking out her high school classes. And she wanted to work closely with me. And she also wanted to work with skin. She had some skin issues growing up, and it was important to her to focus on skin. So we had made a plan for her to go to school and gather her hours, cosmetology hours. And then when she graduated, she did esthetician. And then when she got her esthetician's license, we opened up. Like same year she got her license, we opened up BeautiMarx. Cool. And so it's definitely a family business. My husband and I, we own them. And my daughter and I, we work together side by side. And we offer tattoos and piercings and permanent cosmetics. And we do a few other self-care options as well. Tooth gems and teeth whitening.
Tooth stems?
Gems.
Oh, gems. I was like, tooth stems. I was like, okay.
It's like little gems. You just, you use the brace glue, you know, and you just kind of, the braces glue, you just glue them through your teeth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, what is, when you say permanent cosmetics, like what would that be?
So permanent cosmetics is makeup permanently done by a tattoo machine.
Like eyebrows or like?
So it's going to be eyebrows, lips, eyeliner, blush, freckles, skin camouflage, you know, S&Ps.
Is it actually permanent? Like, or do you re-up it every so often?
So it does fade naturally with your skin. And as all ink, it's going to, you know, fade as you get older and the skin changes as well. So we like to call it semi-permanent because of that way it ages with your body. You definitely need to have touch-ups to keep it looking great.
So what got you into like piercings? That's what you started with, right? So how did you come about that?
So I was actually in the medical field and having a bad day and went to go see my tattoo artist.
And I decided to put a hole in somebody. Yeah,
no. I had a really bad day and I was working on my sleeve with my artist and I was just telling him about my bad day and I was doing LPN and phlebotomy at the time and he was like, so you know your way around a needle? And I was like, well, yeah. And he was like, well, I could use a piercer. And at the time, I was like, I'm in the medical field.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
that is not for me.
Right. I had worked so hard. And I was like, and a few more bad days, I called him back. I was like, so, you ready for that?
Yeah.
That piercer who's never pierced? And he had me come in and he taught me and here we are. Like, it was all it took, so.
Wow. What is like something when you have a first time, for somebody that's not ever had anything pierced, like when they come here, what should they know? Do they need to prepare? Like what do they need to know?
Yes. So before any kind of service, you're going to need your ID just for us to work on you. But we always suggest like eat before you come, shower maybe, that would be great. Hygiene is great. Groom the area. I mean, we will groom it for you, but if you were looking for like a prep list, that's what I would say. ID, eat, drink, bring your blanket, snacks, whatever makes you comfortable if you're going to be here for a while.
Yeah. Well, I would assume what's like the most, when piercings, wouldn't they be like quick versus like a tattoo obviously takes a lot longer, but.
Yes. So piercings, it's mainly just eat before you come. You know, cleanliness.
Yeah.
If you have a history of like passing out or anything, maybe bring a friend, you know.
Bring a support animal.
Yes.
Or a human.
Definitely snacks.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so what's it like working with your daughter?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a highlight of my day, honestly. My grandchildren always come to work with us.
Yeah.
We have a kids room in the back that's you know, just theirs, and they're able to just be themselves, and I get to see my grandkids every day. But working with my daughter, I was a young mom. I was a really young mom. And so we grew up together and we raised each other. And so it absolutely just makes sense for us to continue being side by side.
Yeah.
We worked together flawlessly. I trained her She's never had any other training, so she does everything my way.
Right.
When we do piercings together in tandem, we pierce a lot of babies and kids. It's just so nice.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine working with another piercer so closely, so effectively.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Has there ever been a time where like, oh, God, like just, you know what I mean?
My kid?
Yes.
Absolutely, all the time. There are times where she has to be like, Mom, I'm not talking to you right now. And I'm like, okay, I'm not talking to you either, you know? and that's fine. But we had a really good, solid relationship. So even if we do get on each other's nerves, 24 hours, we're right back.
Okay, and your space here is like family friendly, like for kids or whatever. So tell us about that.
So growing up in the industry, and I say that because you're a baby when you enter the industry, you know. I always had kids. I have 6 children, and so I always had children, and babysitters and all that aren't always easy. And so it was really hard being in shops with kids and having to run errands and all that. So I wanted to create an atmosphere that was kid friendly because A, I was going to have my own kids here, you know?
Right.
And B, I also wanted it to be accommodating to those who also had the same issues as I was. You don't always have a babysitter or someone cancels on you. And for those single moms or people who need help, I feel like you still deserve self-care too. Yeah. And so we created a space that you can do that in. We have a second lobby that's dedicated to kids.
Nice.
It's got some games in there. It's got books and toys, and it's got a viewing room. So if someone were to be getting a piercing, you can actually like bring your whole family and watch them get pierced. So
and then also you guys turned 5 this year, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you think about like yourself opening, what advice would you give yourself now, knowing what you know what I mean, 5 years in? Like, what do you know now that you wish you would have known then? Which I know we love the lesson, right? So it's like, do you really wish you would have known it? I don't know. But looking back, like what advice or suggestions or thoughts would you give yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or something that shocked you that like you never thought you would deal with, or you know what I mean? Something that's just like a big lesson learned, or.
Get an accountant.
I feel that, yes.
Like that's it. Like if you're gonna open up a business and be a business owner, you need one. You have to have one. Don't try to do it on your own. There are things. It took me a couple of years before I realized, hey, this pops up every year. You know, like
it's coming again.
Yes. And there's a lot of things that you don't know that your accountant can teach you and help you to stay, you know, on top of things and within regulations. Yeah. If that's what you care about.
Yeah. She said, if that's what you care about. No, I get it. What's something that like you think is specific to somebody who owns a business in Knoxville? Like if someone's thinking, okay, I want to start a business in Knoxville, like what advice would you give them? Get an accountant? I mean,
that's for anything. Yeah. But if someone were going to start a business in Knoxville, I would just tell them to do their homework. Look at the area, make sure it's not oversaturated with your industry. There are several industries that are oversaturated here. Ours is one of them. So, but I would say area, like look into where you're setting up, what's around it. I feel like placement and location is everything.
Yeah, for sure. How was it hard to find this space? Did you look at a bunch of different areas? Like how did you come upon your current space?
So this space, I did stalk it for 6 months, but I came over to this area just by pure luck and coincidence. When I first started out, it was hard to find anybody to rent to me because I was a brand new business and you know, I didn't have any business credit. I didn't have any kind of like landlords anybody could call, you know, so it was a little bit more difficult. So I had to take what I could get. Right. And that was where my last location was. And I'm so thankful and grateful for that last location. Right. But that's why I ended up over on this side of town. And there's not that many over here on this side of town. Like West Knoxville has some, and it's a little bit less saturated over here.
So when someone's looking to get a piercing or a tattoo, how do they choose or know that they're going to someone that's like, you know, basically not a box job. You know what I mean? Like you went to get a tattoo of a horse and you got a turtle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you avoid that? Or how do you even know? Like, I wouldn't even know where do you start?
So I would tell people, if you're searching for a legitimate shop for whether it's piercings or tattoos, ask questions, look at the portfolios, look at the licensing on the wall. You know, have they switched it out, or are you looking at the same license that was there 4 years ago? Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like that says a lot about the business. Ask for mill certs for jewelry. And if you're
what's it called, mill cert?
Yeah.
Okay.
A mill cert is it basically tells you the grade quality of your metal.
Okay.
And if you ask a piercer, hey, do you have mill certs? And they're like, what's a mill cert? Might not pick that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So legitimate shops are going to have mill certs for the jewelry. They're going to have autoclave testing and scores available, health scores available. Yeah. And obviously portfolios. You want to be able to see their work, check their reviews, make sure they're real reviews with pictures and, you know, not just somebody's friend that says, yeah, she's great, you know. So.
Right. And is the licensing like every year? Like if somebody sees a license from 1985, like obviously there's a problem, but like, is it how does that work?
Yes, it's every year. Us as artists have to be licensed every year, and our studios have to be licensed every year.
Okay.
Some.
Yeah. Wow. Now I would have never known any of this. Like that I need to ask about mill certs. Like I would have never known that.
Yeah.
So you guys, you mentioned this, you do like piercings for kids. So I'm assuming like ears.
Yes.
Most often. Yeah.
Yes.
So what's like the youngest somebody could, I mean, I know this is probably a subjective question, but what's the youngest like?
It is subjective, and we can definitely talk about it. We pierce 6 months and up.
Okay.
And so I know it's controversial.
Well, my mom had my ears pierced when I was 2 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my grandfather was like, why did you do that? And she's like, she's bald. No one can tell it's a girl. So she wanted like my ears to be pierced so people could tell, you know, whatever. That's what she wanted, but I just think it's funny. So yeah. Yeah,
so we started out piercing at 6 months old. It's not something that I did for my children growing up. But I am not against it. I'm not going to knock anybody else's traditions or beliefs. I used to not offer piercings to kids like under 6.
Yeah.
And then I realized that we take away their safe option. We can't tell people, hey, don't get pierced at Claire's, and then be like, oh no, I can't pierce you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know, because these parents, whether we like it or not, are going to do what they want to do with their child, and they should be allowed to, and they should have safe options to choose from. Yeah. So as controversial as it is, I do pierce that young. Yeah. It takes about 6 months for the ear to reach about 75% of its full growth. Okay. So and even then the ear is still growing so much, but there is so much growth between birth and 6 months that we try to at least
maybe that's what's wrong with me. No.
Because you were 2 months instead of 6.
Yeah, I know. I was a wrong age.
Yeah. I know it's a big deal about, somebody getting their body part pierced without their direct permission. I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, there has to be safer options available.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. Like being the safer option. Yeah. Essentially, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one piercing 6 months old in Knoxville. I could be wrong. Yeah. Don't hold me to that, but I don't know of anybody else that's doing it.
That makes sense to be,
And me and my daughter have completely got an entire, it's laid out. Like we do the exact same thing with every single baby, and it's just boom, boom, bam. It's a routine.
Yeah.
So
how many babies do you see?
I can take you back to my.
Do you see a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My second lobby is covered in what we call the bravery wall. Yeah. And so we take Polaroids. Aww. And I can show it to you, but the whole walls are just full of Polaroids. Yeah, we do a lot of children. I do more children than anything else.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. I would have never thought that. That's interesting.
Nobody ever does. And it's so funny. But that's why when you look around my shop, you're not going to see dead things hanging off the walls or half naked people. Is because
that's just
cool. I love that. Right. I can
get down with it.
Get down with that, for lack of better words. But I quickly learned that kids were going to be in my shop all day, every day. And so I had to do more than just accommodate them. I had to make them feel comfortable. And so that's why my shop looks the way it does.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay, what is like a piercing that someone should get sooner rather than later? Like, is something from a like pain perspective or like a, or does it matter? It just is what it is.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. You know, if I would say like piercings during the winter for the longer heels are probably better because you don't swim during, you know, you don't want to swim in the summer with them. But as far as like age appropriate or when to get them, that's just,
doesn't matter. Yeah, it's your choice or whatever. What have I not asked you about BeautiMarx that you're like, we need to talk about this?
We do free nipple restoration for breast cancer survivors.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
So it actually happened by accident. I was learning permanent cosmetics.
Yeah.
And I was going to North Carolina for my training and then coming back. And I was tattooing people for free, of course, because I was learning. And so the first nipple restoration that I had done was on a breast cancer survivor.
Oh, wow.
And I gave her free nipple restoration and she boohooed and cried. And it was just like, oh, wow. It was just so emotional.
Yeah.
Well, a few more times of doing that, every single time I was met with just this wave of emotions. And a lot of people are like, oh, do you have a breast cancer survivor in your family? No, you know, but just working with these women and seeing the reaction and watching them like look at themselves in a whole different lens was just life-changing for me. So when I started charging for everything else, I just kept it free. Like it's not something I could charge for. Yeah. You know, and it's giving them back their life and their dignity and, you know.
Right. How does that work in the scheme? Like how far out do you need to be to have that done? How do you know if you're a candidate for it? Is everybody a candidate? You know what I mean? Like, what does that look like?
So I really like the surgery to be a minimum of a year to 18 months healed. And you definitely need to talk to your doctor to see if you're ready for that. Yeah. You definitely don't want to put yourself at any kind of risk just by getting that done. If you still have like things that you're addressing, undergoing other surgeries, because you know, cancer can come back or it can, you know, it requires a lot of extensive medical intervention. You know what I mean? So I would wait until all of that is done. Yeah. Wait until you're healing and your doctor's like, okay, you're good. Yeah. And then once that happens, then you're ready for me. Yeah. But if you come and you have fresh scars, and you really should wait. Wait.
Okay, you guys, I read about, what was Gorilla? You just had a Gorilla Fest? A Gorilla, what was it?
No, it's Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah, I think Gorilla. Yeah.
They kind of look alike.
Yeah, okay. At least you knew what I was saying.
So I come up with this Bigfoot idea like 6 months ago. Yeah. And basically we did a Bigfoot scavenger hunt all over Knoxville. Yeah. And I plan on actually bringing it back every year. Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. In 2 weeks, we're going to have like the Bigfoot capture party. Oh. I haven't released it, so I don't know when you're releasing this, but
check it out regardless. Yeah.
But we're going to have a big special on July 11th. It's going to be like the ending capture until next year, of course. Okay. But it was just an idea that I came up with, and I just thought it was going to be so much fun.
What is it exactly?
The Bigfoot scavenger hunt? The idea was just to get people's attention. So I started off with posting like a picture of a dark Polaroid. You know what I mean? Yeah. What is this? And people were like, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know, you tell me, you know? And it just built and built and built. And then finally it was like, oh, he was sighted. We need help. And so like when people went and we would place these Polaroids all over Knoxville at different businesses. Yeah. And so when they went into the business and got the Polaroid, on the back, there was a sticker that said, to redeem your reward, come to BeautiMarx. Oh. And so they would come in and then they would get a gift bag as their reward. And then they got a scratch-off ticket. And all the scratch-off tickets had different prizes and rewards to it too. So
that's smart.
It was just marketing.
Yeah, no, that's so smart though.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, how
It was one of my bigger ideas that I actually put into play. I don't always put them into play, but that one like really panned out. I was excited about that one.
That's awesome. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other events? We have your anniversary, 5-year anniversary this year. Anything else people should know about?
We're about to do a huge 911 dispatcher party.
Okay.
It's a private party, so not everybody can come to it, but we do private parties. The dispatchers are having a convention, 911 dispatchers are having a convention in July here.
Okay.
And they've actually asked us to host their private parties.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna have a pretty big private party event that lasts a couple of days here.
Wow.
Yeah, next month. I'm excited about it.
That's super cool. So will people get like tattoos and piercings as a part of the party?
Yeah.
Or?
So we do private parties a lot, and there's always there's like benefits to the host.
Yeah.
They get like free tattoos and free stuff the more people they bring.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, so it's just a way to celebrate the dispatchers, thank them for what they're doing. So of course they're getting discounted tattoos.
Right.
We're all just gonna hang out and have a good time.
Love it. That's awesome. Okay, if people want to learn more about BeautiMarx, what should they do? Where should they go?
Check us out on any of the social medias. It's going to be BeautiMarx or BeautiMarx Studios. Or we have the website, which is just www.beautymarx.com.
Awesome. Anything else we haven't covered that you're like, you got to know this?
I don't think so.
Well, thank you so much,
You're very
Stacee.
welcome.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.